we can't now.
Is there any way that I could hear in game
Oh, no.
to make it easier?
No.
No? Alright, that's fine. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Alright. So, hello Torian.
Hello, Moji.
First map is going to be border between the Fraggers and the Campers.
The
As you
Fraggers
can
are going to
see,
be on blue team.
They're going to be attacking first, and as we can see, they've gone for a fairly standard select. They've picked Capital with the recent buffs, which is going to be nice, maybe a smoke plant. And in defense, they've gone very aggressive, only Mira being the, normal anchor. So we'll see how this one goes. Okay. What?
Great camera angles we've got here. So, have a look where they're going to place the mirrors this time. So we're going to get a pretty typical mirror setup with the mirror on the armory wall. The other one is most likely going to go in the office, but not entirely sure about that. They have got a bandit, so they can bandit those walls to deny the thermite. But
Let's see where he puts the other mirror.
looks like the other mirror is going to go in the
Offices.
fountain, facing towards offices.
That's not a bad shout.
And we've got Valkyrie. Hopefully we're going to get some interesting cams. Looks like he's going to run out straight away and get a cam out in the front.
Let's have a look at the attackers. See what they're up to. Oh, they're already bordering up. That's a bit odd. No
They're
running
already
out.
moving pretty quickly. Jeff is going to open the front door with the book. Looks like he's going to go in below and trying to take out the bandits. We're going to have Capital on his drone, and Mew and Thatcher starting to head up towards the objective.
Mew and Thatcher. Alright, so they've spotted the cam, it looks like.
Jeff is going to go in from below and try and get the bandit charges. He sees one, but they manage to run away, but he does get the mirror open, which is going to deny the defenders from being able to sit on that point and watch the thermite. He's going to open up the hatch in office to try and see if there's a mirror there, but there is not. Moving pretty slowly at the minute. We've not seen many shots fired.
2 minutes left. They've got to make a move quickly.
Rengus is going to start heading up towards the stairs, take out the cam, being pretty aggressive. Red going to drone for him, make sure the way is clear.
There
Bandit
is one in fountain, waiting. Oh, there's a kill.
Ella is going to kill Jeff from above, it looks like, or maybe she rotated below. The Ella was in fountain and managed to get a kill on Jeff somehow.
There are now 3 in fountain /B, which is a bit odd, which means A is going to be open.
There's going to be 4 of the attackers outside A and just 2 left. 1 behind half wall, 1 in the middle of armory. With the wall now open, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the defenders to try and hold them back.
Let's see if Mira
Thermite is going to start to peek.
Thermite gets one. That is Valkyrie who's down now. They're smoking.
They're going to hit down some smokes. Mira's dead.
Mira's down.
Striker gets a kill on the guy behind half wall, so it's just left down to a 4v1, and Rengus is going to clean up the last one.
Beautiful plays. You know, they were very slow to start off, I have to admit, but they picked it up afterwards. They had a good push on the A-bomb
shot
site.
there.
They had a good push on the A-bomb site, and to be honest, I think the defenders were just dispersed really badly. Only 2 focusing A, the rest focusing fountain /B, which really did not work out for them, did it?
And none of the attackers were going towards fountain, so it was a lot of wasted utility.
Okay,
we're going to have a Monty on the orange team this time.
And a Jackal, so again, quite aggressive. Let's see how this one goes. As you can see at the top in defense here, super aggressive, nearly the same as what had previously been selected for the other defending team by the Campers.
So we've got Mew on Cav.
They seem to know what they're doing with the reinforcements. I assume that Mew would go underneath to see if we can get any interrogations on anyone trying to shoot up onto A. So let's see how that one goes. Maybe we can get an interrogation. That could definitely make it a lot easier for the defenders. Right, so 1 mirror up.
Very common one. Very helps running out and a good view onto a CCTV as well if they open that wall.
So they're going to head up towards from the valley spawn, try and drone out, watch for any spawn peaks coming from the CCTV, but it doesn't look like the defenders are going to be too aggressive and try and spawn peek. So we're going for security take. Going for security take first, but there is a mirror in security and 2 of the players there, so hopefully they're going to be able to deny that push into security.
I think the Monty will make it a bit easier to push, I must admit.
The attackers have droned them out, so they know that there's 2 in CCTV.
Pushing,
one's going to push in, and Jeff is going to take out the Jackal, so they are not going to be able to find Romers now. One's going to push the window, but Jeff is going to take them out as well. The Monty's pushed up really aggressively, but he's going to get took out by a C4.
Alright, there's Thatcher at the door, managed to get the select on Jeff as he was a bit too aggressive and a bit clumsy with his
We're on a
positioning.
4v2 now, and the mirror can see the Thatcher at the door, and he's going to tag a couple of shots off onto him. He's going to ping, say he's there. Now one outside army, Havana is going to take out one, but then it's going to be a refrag from Bandit. It's now a 3v1, and Rengus is going to finish off the kill, bringing round 2 to the Fraggers.
Oh, it seems pretty dominant by the Fraggers, doesn't it, Sassy?
Yeah, so far there's not much ground being made by the campers. They haven't managed to get many kills. They haven't.
And the odd pick here and there, but it doesn't seem too strong, to be honest. So pretty much exactly, in fact, exactly the same setup chosen by the attackers. There also hasn't been any change in the defenders, so it'll be interesting to see what they do using the utility.
We're also going for the same site as well, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to defend it any better this time, or they're going to keep the same strat.
Yes, let us see.
What is this weird camera angle at the start of the round? It's great.
I know, I see that. That's a bit odd.
So it looks like there's going to be another mirror in the same place in Fountain as before. Looking at office. It does look like it's going to be a pretty similar setup to the previous one, which might work in their favour. Looks like this time they are going to be reinforcing the hatch in small office to stop Jeff opening up that from below with Buck again.
That is a good idea, I must say.
They're also going to open up the floor for themselves, which is very, very interesting. I don't know how.
That could catch Jeff by surprise, in fact.
It could, but also it could stop them getting the bandits down and make it easier to destroy. Looks like they're going for one of the old Pro League strats where you can destroy the floor and plant. That's already one smoke down, yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Jeff's going to push in from below again and open up the floor behind small.
No one there. Let's see, hopefully Jeff won't get fragged again. Oh, Jeff realizes there are a lot of holes above. Rengus doesn't, however.
Rengus doesn't care and he just pushes up. Jeff's going to get the mirror again.
So, Torian,
so the
do you
mirror's
think
gonna
the attackers will take the same strategy this time, or do you think...
well, no, because Rengus has just gone up to the window on the side and killed off the mirror. We might see a B push from the guys this time, but I'm not entirely sure. We've still got the Thatcher and the Thermite. Valkyrie trying to run out there, maybe to get a cam, but she is really, really lit. On about 30 HP, she manages to take out Red's drone. Smoke's gonna get tagged by, it looks like, the Buck, but Jeff is also tagged quite heavily as well. He's gonna try and throw a grenade back into the half wall to try and take out Smoke, but Smoke's already rotated. He's gonna lob one of his smokes and miss the shot. Red is gonna get a kill onto the Bandit now. Bring it to a 5v3. Red outside the half wall, it looks like they're going to get it down and try and get the wall open now so they can plant.
It's a bit interesting. You and Red have switched operators since the last round.
That is
all Smokes used.
Smokes used both his smokes, and he gets taken out by a team kill. Valkyrie is 1v5 now. So 1v5 and she's super lit. Rengus is pushed in, but she doesn't see him, and Mew manages to get the final kill on Valkyrie. making it 3-0 to the Fraggers.
Good shot, though, I must say. We get headshotted though. Ubisoft, thank Ubisoft. Alright, so 4th round coming near to a whitewash already, which is a bit unfortunate to be honest. Let's see where they decide to defend. Ventilation it is. See any change in operators.
We're going to see a
Castle.
massive change from the defenders this time, playing a Castle, a Legion, and a Jaeger, which I don't believe we saw last
No,
time.
it wasn't, as we had a mirror last time. To add to this, in attack, it's exactly the same as if they're expecting the same push, which is rather odd.
Rengus is on the smoke again. He's good with the SMG 11, and hopefully he's going to get some great picks. Looks like he's AFK at the minute though, so let's hope he can get his utility. There we go, he's woke up.
There we go. Well, welcome back, Rengus.
So it looks like they're going to be doing a heavy upstairs hold as Jeff is going to be reinforcing upstairs. Twitch Zone comes in, gives him a shock, and he doesn't manage to take it out. It backs off just in time. But at least the attackers are going to know that he's fragged. And the Twitch Zone pushes in again, and that's the first Twitch Zone gone. Wasn't really a lot of use, and with these new shocks now, you need to put them to as good use as possible, which I don't think they've done here.
Yeah, they shouldn't be trying to go for the people. Rather, they should be going for utilities like the Jaeger and the Legion traps.
Looks like Castle's not particularly sure where he wants to put his castle, as he was running around a bit then.
It's going to make it a bit awkward to rotate back in, I must say, but they've got a rotate hole, and they've castled that as well, which is a bit odd. So let's see what happens, you know?
So
they're a bit
they're
boxy,
going for a
to be honest.
security push again, so maybe they're going to push through into security, take the top floor, and then kill the attackers from above. But all 5 of the attackers are heading towards Armory.
Yeah, but look at the
right
defense
now.
upstairs.
Now we've got Jeff upstairs.
Let's
he
see
can
what
hear
he's
the
gonna
barricade
do.
being
He's got
broken.
one big
He's gonna
push
kill
coming.
Jeff. The next one's gonna push, and he's gonna get taken out. That's probably one of the better players on the Fraggers been taken out, and that leaves upstairs completely uncontested, apart from the Jaeger, who's back near security. He's gonna see the Bucks gun come around the corner and take him out. Then he's gonna rotate around into security. The Thermite's heading towards him. Is he gonna be able to take him out as well? Manages
Yes,
to take out the
and that's
Thermite, and that's
Diffuser.
Diffuser dropped.
That's gonna put a lot of pressure on the attackers.
It's now a 4v2 with Monty and Twitch. Last one's left alive. The attackers don't have the Diffuser at the minute, and the Legion has rotated up the stairs.
Brilliant, this is perfect play.
He's
He gets
gonna
caught out by
tag
the
the
Twitch though this time.
Twitch. I think he
Not
tagged
really,
the Twitch
75,
slightly.
75 HP. The Twitch is still on.
Mew's
Oh,
gonna
he gets
come in
picked up.
from behind, rotated from
Last one
CCTV,
is
it looks
Monty,
like.
which will make it a lot easier for the defenders, which I think is going to make it
And the
fairly
defenders
aggressive.
have Diffuser.
Let us
There's
see.
3
He's
of
put
them.
himself into a corner. Typical Monty players, but that's not going to last. Mew gets
Mew with a
well done from
4K there.
Mew.
Or
Brilliant
was it? Was
play.
that an ace from Mew? I think. No, Jeff got 1.
No, Jeff did. get
And then
one,
Mew
so
cleaned up the remaining 4,
brilliant
making
play.
it 4-0 now.
Yep, it is
Making
4-0.
it 4-0.
Let's
to the
see if they're
Fraggers.
going to go for the same upstairs hold or they're going to try somewhere new.
And is it going to be a flawless victory
It's going
for the Fraggers?
ventilation this time. Ventilation. And the attacking team has got exactly the same setup. I'm not seeing a Capital yet by Rengus. Let's see where he goes. Oh, Capital,
Capital.
and no Thatcher this time. They've gone for a Twitch instead. Let's see how this one works out. As they know, they don't really need the Thatcher so much with the butt going underneath if it were upstairs. However, it's downstairs, so the Thatcher's not needed anyway. Let's see what the Buck's going to do though downstairs. He doesn't really have too many options apart from pushing
Weirdly
upstairs.
as well, the defenders are going for the same operator pick, so maybe they feel comfortable. You can see Smoke opening up the rotate hole there to allow them to get in and out of B. They're going to be taking out some drones, but it doesn't particularly look like they're going to have too much of a heavy upstairs defense.
That's going to be
There's
extremely
the
awkward.
Ella reinforcing now, but apart from that, it doesn't look like they've invested much utility upstairs. Is
So I think
Ella
if
going to
the
be able?
attackers- I think if the attackers kill that Ella upstairs, they can have a really good hold and they can basically just rain death upon the defenders. While
They have
active.
created an impact hole through to look at the window, but it looks like Ella is going to be the only one holding upstairs. So,
Oh, there's
Mew is
already a pick.
going
Pack
to
is
take
down.
out.
Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie from it looks like
has the
front
Valkyrie done
door.
any cameras? Can you see the cameras or not?
No. Maybe she won't have got any down because the rounds just started. There's definitely none outside for sure. They're pushing into tellers now. They probably know that there's not much
See if they're going to
vertical.
get the mirror. They did not get the mirror. Red wasted one of his shock runnings. Wasted one of his shocks on the mirror.
Red
instead of
moving
actually
into
getting
tellers
the-
now, trying to get some shots through the wall. They're going to C4 the wall and not get anyone with it. Jeff is going to get a frag onto the smoke, so they're not going to have any of that entry denial.
One prone
Red's going to
just
get
in
tagged
front of
through
it.
the wall.
Spray slightly wayward.
Bandit is going to kill.
Now he's gone.
Red's going to get the mirror finally.
Can we have a look at the
The
remaining
plant
defenders
is
who are
going down. Jeff's going to plant. No, he's stopped planting, but he did manage to take out the Ella from above, and he's going to sit and plant in the corner. It looks like this game is going to go to the Fraggers unless something amazing happens, and no, it is not. Mew comes around the corner and finishes off the first game. Flawless game for the Fraggers. No rounds lost at all.
Alright, so I think we're going to have a little break.
We're going to have a quick break, and then we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Holy shit, dude.
So
And
we're
welcome
going to
back.
be on the second map, which is Bank. The Fraggers are going to start off on attack again.
See, different changes. A Montaigne is being brought in. Capital Thermite, as we had last time. Ash is also as we had last time. Let's see what Mew picks. He might be debating that right now. And Thatcher. So that's pretty normal. The only difference is they're not a Buck playing every round. We've got a Monty instead, which I think will help with the plant. Now let's have a look at the defense. As we can see here, we've got a Valkyrie, Smoke, Mirror Bandit, and Legion. So, you know, let's see if that Smoke can put his smokes to better use, considering last time it wasn't the best use of his smoke grenades. Also the Legion, hopefully that can help signify where everyone is. Alright.
Now this time we are seeing a Legion instead of an Ella. That's going to be pretty good for finding out where the attackers are coming from. But the Ella is such a common pick in games that I don't know quite why they're not taking her.
I agree. I think the Ella is just probably one of the best operators for just straight fragging in the game. I think if we look at their setup, I think Bandit, Valkyrie, and Mirror are going to be the main fraggers. Smoke and Legion mainly utility and anchoring a little bit. So let's see how this one goes. The Mirror is going to be holding the Mirror, of course. They put one in the two places that they always do. One facing towards Garage, one facing towards Plant on.
Now what we can actually see here on this Mirror though is they have opened up the bottom just underneath the Mirror, and that is going to let them see people that are prone.
It's reinforced. It's reinforced.
It is reinforced, but because they've shot out that bit of wall, they can see people who are prone underneath it.
Yes, I see. Yeah.
So the Monty is going to start pushing up. He's been slightly tagged by the Legion trap, and he's going to have to back off and pick it up.
How much
pick
HP
it
has he
out.
lost from that?
He's lost
25
25.
HP. It's quite a lot to lose at the start of the game to absolutely no reason. So the
Jeff's
Legion's
gonna
showing
be-
a good.
Quite aggressive, holding an angle on the A-bomb. Luckily no one's peeking there just yet. Thatcher's going to
Are we
get
gonna
rid
see
of the
Monty plant,
bandit.
or are we going to see Monty cover? Let's see about that as well. Looks like it's going to be a Monty cover considering they're opening this one.
Monty has got the diffuser though, so Rengus is going to kill the bandit. Not quite sure where that was from, and then Striker's going to get a kill onto the Legion.
So it does look like the Monty's going to go for the plant. They're going to
Looks
smoke
like
him off.
Smoke. Using fire first and then going for the smokes as well. Monty's going to get the plant down. Hopefully he's not going to get C4. Rengus is going to come in again and get another
Where
frag.
is
Looks
Rengus?
like from behind. Rengus is above.
Oh, he's above. Perfect. Holding the back. Making sure they won't get flanked. This should be an easy hold theory. They've got to be aggressive.
With the diffuser down, it's a 1v5. Yet again, he's going to try and throw out the C4. Not going to manage to get it. Tag Jeff slightly. He doesn't know that Jeff went around to the side of him, and Jeff manages to take out the Mirror and bring the first round in favour of the Fraggers. Beautiful flank there from Jeff.
Jeff
The mirror
isn't
didn't
using a
even
grip.
notice.
When Jeff isn't even using a grip. Oh, I love it. Alright, so Kavera being brought back in again with Mew instead of him playing Jaeger, which is quite interesting. Also, we can see exactly the same setup from the attackers. So let's see how that one works out. Alright, so I think the mirrors are pretty bog standard. They can do exactly the same thing. This time red's behind them, maybe a slightly more capable hands. They are doing the upstairs, shouldn't have said that, they're doing the upstairs hatches to make sure. Let's see if they open above server or if they reinforce it or just leave it, because I expect it's a really easy way to hold, you know?
So I mean, we're seeing a pretty typical setup from both of the teams here. They're probably going to put a mirror down, but they're waiting just to check that there's no Twitch drone, because if that mirror got open, that would not go well in their favour.
No, it would not. So, do you think we're going to see a garage push or
I think we're going to see a ton of push from these guys. Yep, look at that. They've
Yep,
all
already.
spawned tunnel. All 5 of them heading down the tunnel
Massacre.
right now. If they were to
Alright,
do
they're
a
all
run out,
droning, though. That's clever of them, not to just go rushing in. Let's see what
Smoke's
the
going to push
does.
up with the Monty, see if he can bait out any Ella mines or something like that, but there isn't any on server. So Monty has been able to get into server
One thing
without
I've noticed,
any trouble.
Jeff doesn't really like using his Ella mines. Which is something I've
Also
noticed.
noticed that Jackal is taking an interesting way of doing his job. He's not going and hunting out the roamers, and he's going to go off his drone just before Ella comes around the corner. He's not going to see him going in for that flank.
Yes,
It
he
looks
will.
like the Ash is down somehow. Gonna get interrogated! Jeff is gonna take out the Monty from behind in its open season. All of the attackers' positions have been revealed, and now
Let's
all that's
see,
left
this
is
is
chase the kills. Jeff is
annihilation.
gonna get one of them, but he's tagged down to 60 HP. He's gonna rotate up the server stairs and possibly go round to the front
Man.
door to try and catch anybody off rotating.
To be completely honest, Mew is one of the best Kavira players I've ever personally played with. He is outstanding, and to see him do that, that was ridiculous. You know, we were just watching, thinking everything was normal. We turned the corner, turned the page, watched the operator, and there Mew was.
And then
Got a
Jackal was gonna
smoke.
throw his smoke and completely miss the smoke. And Buck is gonna be by himself again, it looks like. No, Buck's
Bringing
just
in
behind
some
the Jackal.
CS:GO, bringing in some CS:GO tactics. They run on in. Right, so
Jackal
He
is
gets
gonna
picked
get
off
absolutely destroyed, and
mirror.
it's gonna be left to another 5v1 with the Buck in server. He's pretty much cut off. He probably doesn't have
must
time
be
to
scared
rotate,
for
and
his
he's gonna
life.
get killed
Yeah,
by Mew peeking around the corner. Excellent play from Mew there, bringing in the early interrogation on the Ash that was by herself, and then finishing off the round, killing the Buck.
Alrighty, round 3. They are going to have to take a slightly different place. Oh no, they're attacking. Never mind. I forgot they switched around. And
They
these
have
guys
got
going
an Ella this
CEO. They are going CEO, which is really odd. I don't think the attackers will be expecting this at all. The Monty is not going to be suited to this at all. So, I mean, this is going to be a bit of a shocker. Let's see what happens.
I think though the Fraggers are going to be able to adapt their strat pretty easily. I don't think they'll have too much trouble taking CEO. CEO really isn't one of the best objectives on this site. It's not usually one of the top picks for teams either. It's either downstairs or Teller's archive, so it
mean,
is very
if you-
interesting.
I do feel that if you're going to hold CEO, you have to be fairly aggressive as defenders. However, they seem to just be reinforcing everything, not making any rotation holes to use to their advantage. Also, there's no mirror, which is extremely odd for CEO, as it's probably an amazing pick. So let's see what they do. It looks like they're just going to camp it out, hold the side.
Looks like the
Yeah.
Valkyrie is also going to open a hole in the top of that wall so she can stick a cam in that will be able to look both ways. Don't know how useful that cam is going to be having it in objective, but we will see how that goes. Most of the attackers are going to spawn back.
Has anyone
alley.
spawn killed so far?
No one has tried to spawn kill in either of the maps actually.
They've been
I would
respectful
have
to each
maybe
other.
expected a tunnel run out last round, but we didn't see that. Now there is gonna be an Ella in stock trading room, which is just next to the attacker. She's gonna crawl under the desk and maybe wait for her time. Capitao is gonna open the window next to her. Is he gonna drone out before he pushes in? That's the question. Yes, he is.
Let's see if he spots the Ella. I'm sure she's.
The Ella is gonna still be under the desk.
yeah.
The drone's gonna spot him out. He's gonna mark him and
Ella's run.
move in
Ella's
for the
run.
kill. But Ella has rotated out of the room just in time.
They've still got an angle on that area.
Valkyrie has got a pick on Rengus.
That's a very, very valuable player.
And Pag has got Jeff. There's 2 valuable players off the board. We're left with a Monty, a Thatcher, and a Capital.
Ooh.
Thomas is going to get red. Might this be the first round that we see the campers take? Striker's going to get a flag onto Ella and Legion.
Beautiful.
It's just Mew with the Thatcher and Striker with the Capital now. It's 2v3 with 1 minute 30 left to go. Attackers have now got the diffuser, and there is actually only 1 defender on site. The other 2, well, 1 has just come up the stairs, and so has Echo. Echo is going to get Mew and leaving it as a 3v1. They know where he is because he just triggered a Legion. Striker's going to go around the corner and manage to get a frag onto the Echo, but he is now super low. If he gets hit by another couple of Legion traps, he is dead. And the C4 from Valk is going to finish off the round and the first win for the campers of the day. That really wasn't what I was expecting from that defense. I would have thought it would have worked a lot less well for the campers being on that top site, but obviously they had much more experience holding that.
Indeed, indeed, it was a very good hold. They were quite aggressive, in fact, actually. So, you know, they played it well. They opened up the entire wall facing towards the what's it called, stockroom, and they got a few picks off that as well. So, very well played. It was a good attempt by Capital Striker to pull it back, but it didn't work out for him, which is unfortunate. So
we're going to see the same pick.
They've got the same thing, and this time they've picked a mirror, and they know this tactic. There's a very, very strong tactic, and I want to show you that. Let's have a can we have a look at them the mirror, please? See what he's doing. First person. Alright, so here they're going to put a few down. They're going to be able to hold the small room and the stocks, which is going to be perfect. So let's see how this one goes. Oh, I'm not sure that's maybe meant to put a reinforcement there, but it's going to work out anyway. They've picked the castle to keep the mirror safe, which is perfect as well. I assume they've castled off small room. Have they castled small room?
Not quite yet. It doesn't look like Mew has put down any of his castles yet.
He's put
So
down
that's probably
one
going to happen soon.
put down one on the negotiation table place.
Ah, yeah. So it looks like they're going to head up for the windows on the attack this time.
He's really quite indecisive to where he wants to put them.
Monty is going to get taken out by a team kill. The second team kill we've seen from the campers today. They really need to watch their trigger control.
What are they saying in the chat?
Stop team killing each other.
That Thomas guy team killed me last time as well, dude.
Mew is going to get a frag
Mew's
onto the sledge by peeking the window. Striker's going to take
very
out the Jackal with the
and
bandit.
it's already looking not very
Jeff is going to take out, leaving it at 5v1. It's going to be very unlikely that Bucky's going to capture
We've got
this.
the team killer, the traitor. Let's see what he does.
He's going to head round the corner. He's going to manage to take down the bandit and finish him off with a
Who
pistol.
was that bandit?
That was Striker.
Respected better striker, just so you know when you watch this video.
And Jeff
taken
is
out
going to
by
take
Jeff.
the last kill, making it 3-1 for the Fraggers. Nice attempt from the Buck there. He did manage to get 2 kills in that round, but one of them was on his team, which is not particularly helpful.
Alright, so let's see where this one goes. It's the last round. Well, actually, it's not the last round. It's not a ranked game. It's a ESL match, so it's going to be slightly different. There's 2 more rounds to go if the
We're going to see
Fraggers
a
win both.
cav come out from the campers this time. Maybe they're starting to get a little bit scared of Mew's cav, so they want to try and replicate that, get a similar interrogation to what Mew did a
Yes.
couple of rounds ago.
Let's see how that goes. And the thing I do know is that Thomas does not main cav. It is not one of his more selected operators. So it's going to be a bit interesting to see his strategies using him compared to Mew, who mains cav, puts all of his hours into him.
They're
Alright,
going through a very similar setup to before. Looks like they've got the same operators other than the cav, which... Who did they have before? I think it was Bandit before, wasn't it?
They had a Legion. Yeah, they had a Legion. Yeah, they had a Bandit.
So,
Still
the
no error,
attacking
however.
team don't have a Thatcher, but that is not going to matter because they don't have a Bandit on mute, so they're not going to be able to deny the Habana breach charges.
What does it say? This is for...
Otterchan.
What? Who's that?
Don't know.
Kids. Alright, so Rengus is pushing up quite aggressively. Let's see how this one goes.
With Red droning him in,
There
however.
is no Monty this time, as I don't think they expected for them to go downstairs. It's not usually picked this later on in the game. So, as there's no Monty, what's going to be the change of strategy? Clearly they're pushing from
Looks
upstairs.
like there's
What
one
about
in
Capital?
open area that Jeff is going to take out in a minute. If she sees him, he's going to run in. He doesn't know it's there, but he manages to get a pre-fire through the desk. Definitely drone that one out. There's one above them, the cav, but luckily
Jeff
they are
confirmed
sticking
hacks.
in pairs. There's one in the garage, which the Capital's going to manage to tag down to about 50 HP. Now down to 25, shooting his legs. That Jaeger's really low now, and he's going to try and rotate, maybe to get out the garage, but there isn't a lot he can do.
Do they? Yeah, I doubt this one's going to end well for him.
Mew has been tagged quite a lot, not quite sure where from. Oh, it looks like that was the cav, but Jeff probably managed to get the frag onto the cav.
Right, so everyone seems very lit.
Oh, Smoke is going to take out Jeff, but Jeff is going to tag him heavily. Mew is going to finish off Pag, and Rengus is going to rush in, finish off Smoke and Noon, and take the round. For the Fraggers, it's now 4-1 match point.
So look at the kill feed, see what they're doing. So as you can see, Red, who was getting a lot more kills last time, hasn't been getting as many this time, but it's been fairly well evenly spread out between the rest of the team. So come on, Red, come on, bud.
We're seeing Mew with the cav again. Hopefully we're going to get a nice early interrogation. Maybe a quick round for the last one.
Indeed. Alright.
These have been some very quick games before. These have been some very quick games. Only taking about 15 minutes. Which is quite surprising.
Is it?
Really? I don't know, is it? They're going to go downstairs again because once they've successfully defended another objective, the downstairs is made available for them again. Looks like they're going to go for a pretty similar setup to they have before. Jeff is going to head upstairs to reinforce some hatches. Mew is going to get the desk and the elevator hatches.
They do seem very scared of them pushing from upstairs and getting the hatches, which they weren't using last time. They were just straight pushing from servers. So let's see what happens this time.
Now they have got a glass this time as well, so they have got the smokes of Jackal and the smokes of Glaz, so maybe they're going to go for some sort of smoke plan and try and watch that. Four of them spawning
this time. Pag is going again by himself, which is going to be a bit awkward because all we do know about Kavira. To add to this, Ash is also going by himself. So
they're very spread out at the minute. There's 3 pushing down tunnel and 2 going by themselves. But it does look like this time Pag is actually going to try and use that Jackal scanner to try and get some of the roamers. But he is heading down to garage, and it's very unlikely that there's going to be roamers down there. He's going to join up the garage.
Footsteps, to be honest, though. Do they have
Bandit was down there earlier.
Do they have a mirror facing towards
yeah, they do.
They do. Oh, that is not good for Jackal. Not good news. He's going to find it very hard to push now with that mirror facing towards him.
Especially by himself with nothing to deny the mirror either.
I agree. So let's see how many are roaming. What's the complete setup now for the defenders? So we can see 4. Is that 4 or 3?
So we've got 3 on site, and Jeff.
Hughes just picked up a kill that he could have easily interrogated, which is
He
unfortunate.
takes
for him.
out the Ash, and he's going to check around top floor. The Habana is going to take out Jeff. Jeff, being less of a careful roamer than we usually see from him. Usually he's quite a passive roamer, waits to make his move, but this time it seems he's been way too aggressive. Glaz and Havana both super lit by Jeff. The Glaz is going to get Rengus through the smoke who's peeking the mirror. That mirror is now left undefended.
That is the question. Are they going to go for the plant though? Because they need to put the pressure on the defenders.
Mew just manages to get out the staircase before he leaves, and Glaz got his drone there. Mew's going to be watching. He's going to manage to down the Twitch, finish her off. Both Habana and Glaz are now super lit. Habana's got an angle on Mew, gonna light him up a little bit. The Glaz is gonna push up the stairs and take the Mew. It's now a 2v3 with 50 seconds left to go. We have seen an Elamine. Red is gonna take out Pag. Striker is gonna take out Ali, and it's just gonna be the Habana left who is super lit. And Striker is gonna finish it off.
2-0 overall to the Fraggers over the Campers. First game was fairly one-sided. This game also, however, they did manage to snag a very good round on defense upstairs. So GG, it was a good game. Striker takes the MVP. There were a lot of doubts about him, but he's shown himself to be very, very good. Well done to Striker. So well done to everyone.